In the wake of Intel's announcement of bringing Panther Lake to work and business laptops, Dell also completely redid their very own commercial portfolio. And instead of a pretty wild mix of base, premium, pro and plus naming editions, they went back to a numbered tier system. And similar to the XPS on the consumer side, Dell's Precision lineup also makes a comeback. We had the chance to get some hands-on time with all the new laptops, and I have to say those Precision 7 models especially really caught my eye. Let's get into it. How about we kick things off at the low end with the entry-level laptops Dell hopes to get into the hands of employees all around the world. And while you will have to do with plastic chassis all around, a healthy set of ports and modern CPUs, either in the form of Intel's Core Ultra Series 3 or Ryzen 400 if you prefer the AMD flavor, should still suffice for a pretty streamlined overall day-to-day computing experience. The Dell Pro 3 is available in 14 or 16 inch with up to 64 gigs of RAM and up to a 2 TB SSD. And on the display side, things are maxing out with Full HD IPS panels across the board, which may reach up to 400 nits on the 16 inch and up to 500 nits on the 14 inch, but especially the larger model has to accept some compromises when it comes to color gamuts to keep the price in check. That said, for the 14-incher, Dell is making the 1 to 120 Hz full sRGB panel available we already tested in the XPS 14. And if you're looking for stellar battery life, the smaller offering might be a great pick, especially with the optional 70 Wh battery. Moving things up to the Dell Pro 5, also available in 14 and 16 inch, things get super interesting, and in combination with a thinner, almost full metal chassis, you can go absolutely crazy when it comes to specifications. And once again, you can freely choose between AMD all the way up to the fastest Ryzen 400 chip or one of Intel's fastest Panther Lake SoCs, the 368H, complete with the Arc B390 for some added GPU grunt. As a bit of a novum for the sort of mid-tier mainstream Pro 5, Dell also bets on upgradable LPCAMM2 memory, in addition to some pretty flexible storage options. And for some added eye candy, QHD 120Hz VRR displays or OLEDs are available as well. And by the way, if you are interested in all the available specification options, I have linked our detailed news coverage on the website in the description. If you aren't quite on executive level yet, but still want a laptop that upgrades on style factor during your next meeting, be it in person with a full metal chassis or virtual with an optional 8-megapixel webcam, Dell introduced the Pro 7 product line, kind of where the now dead Latitude series used to live. Available in 13 and 14 inch, either as a traditional clamshell machine or a 2-in-1, and once more either with AMD or Intel, the higher tiered lineup compared to the Pro 5 might nerf performance slightly, but adds in a higher end overall experience, especially on the go. And if you truly want to show who's boss in the meeting room, the updated Dell Pro 14 Premium is for you. It is basically an XPS available with up to a Core Ultra 7, so no X series chips unfortunately, but with up to 64 gigs of speedy memory and up to 2 TB of storage, and with a super sleek, lightweight magnesium chassis, tandem OLED display options and a set of ports I would have loved to see on the XPS 14, you should have everything you need right at your fingertips to run your business when being out and about. If you, however, need more performance without sacrificing the portability aspect too much, well, Dell got something for you as well. And the entry into their resurrected Precision lineup, the Pro Precision 5, 14S and 16S, might still bet on integrated graphics, but since you get access to the Arc B390 in a sleek and well-made chassis, again with quite an array of ports, it might be bridging the gap between the more mainstream regular Pro models and the even higher-end Precision 7 machines we will talk about in just a minute. To make sure you stay flexible, Dell bets on LPCAMM2 on the memory side once more, and while these laptops will not turn any heads in the coffee shop around the corner, well, there is a certain elegance in their subtlety, which is probably what you're looking for in a work-focused notebook. Then again, if you do want some eye candy, well, let me tell you about the aforementioned Precision 7, and in what is kind of an XPS Pro 14, you get the latest Intel Panther Lake CPUs paired with NVIDIA RTX Pro GPUs. And while you will have to do with USB-C only in terms of ports, 2 of them are of the Thunderbolt 5 variant, which is still a very hard find in consumer machines in 2026. On the display side of things, it's your choice between IPS and OLED, unfortunately both with a 60Hz refresh rate only, even though they do support VRR, so that is at least something. But again, the 16-incher really caught my eye, and with the upgrade to 120Hz display options with a 4K OLED no less, up to RTX Pro 3000 graphics with 12 gigs of VRAM, a haptic touchpad, 2 Thunderbolt 5s, in addition to a Thunderbolt 4, HDMI 2.1 and a full-size SD card reader, well, this kinda sounds like a creator's dream come true, and the sleek all-metal laptop could also be a great competitor to the MacBook Pro, for example. I really hope I can get my hands on that one quite soon and give it a try for our content production. Below the 7s we also get the Dell Pro Precision 5s, which would complete the current workstation and commercial lineup with a sort of mainstream mid-range approach, giving you similar performance to the Precision 7 with a slightly heftier chassis design, but in turn you gain some legacy ports in the form of 2 USB-As and a network jack. And that should be it for now, and from what I've seen in New York, Dell listened to the feedback they got last year, and similar to what they did on the consumer side with the XPS, their Pro lineup looks a lot cleaner and is also a lot easier to grasp, with the new series catering to pretty much all segments of the market. And again, the Precision 7, well, I really can't wait to try that one. Let me know which one you would like us to test, though we always welcome your feedback here. Thanks a ton for watching, folks. Make sure to check out our Panther V Pro overview video we did a couple of days ago, and feel free to have a look around the channel for more about tech and laptops. My name is Alex, you have been absolutely fantastic, and I can't wait to see you all in the next one. Take care.